Hey everyone, it's a new year now, so it's time to make New Year's resolutions if you haven't already. I just wanted to share with everyone a resolution that I'm planning on upholding this year, and which I did for a little while last year as well. So, my resolution last year was that I wanted to work on writing projects every day for 30 minutes. And they couldn't be grad school related or work related or anything like that. They had to be other kind of projects. And by work, I mean, it didn't have to be just actual writing, but it could be research, it could be editing, proofing, that kind of stuff as well. Now, uh, it does sound easy enough to work on writing projects for 30 minutes a day, but things get in the way sometimes, right? So the system that I devised last year was that if I missed a day, that I would just mark it down, and then I would try to make it up later, and vice versa. If I somehow managed to, like, if I knew that I was going to have a day where I wouldn't work on it or wouldn't be able to, then I would, in theory, and this didn't really happen, but I would do the 30 minutes for that day ahead of time. Now, this system worked for me pretty well for a while. I mean, I did miss a lot of days, and I made it up until about September, and then I just started having just some stuff come up and everything, so I didn't quite make it. But at the same time, I don't feel that it was necessarily a failure. You know, it would be like if you said, oh, I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year, and then you lost 40. Well, maybe you didn't hit your goal, but you still got something, right? So I'm going to try to be a little more disciplined with it this year myself. Last year, mostly what I worked on were a couple of short stories, and I think I did maybe, I don't know, 45 or 50 or 60 pages or something, and so I'm going to kind of pick up with that project and work on it. So I know this is kind of something that, there's the whole thing about write a novel in November and that kind of thing, but this is something that I think worked a little bit better for me, because instead of scrambling and trying to do a whole writing project in 1 month, you just do 30 minutes every day, or if you don't quite make it, then you can make up for it later. So actually, I'm off to, I guess, not that great of a start because I didn't do it yesterday, so I'm planning on doing 1 hour today. And I would definitely welcome anyone else to try it out. It actually worked pretty, like I said, it worked moderately well for me, and it was kind of a nice way to sort of get myself to be a little bit disciplined, because you might have a great idea for a writing project, but then you just never sit down and do it. So it's, my point of view was, it was better to work on a project for 30 minutes a day than nothing at all. And of course, you can, if you kind of have that procrastination, if that's part of your personality, you know, sometimes you have a project that you really want to work on, and you just, like, a couple of years go by and you never do it. So this was something that was really helpful to me in terms of being able to just sit down and actually produce something. So I'm going to hopefully wrap up the second of the 2 stories I was working on last year, which was, I think, like 40 something pages already as a kind of a short story. So anyways, yeah, if anyone else tries out, let me know. I'll try to keep you updated on what I've been doing. But now that it's a new year, I figure it's a good time to sort of set out some goals for the year and everything.